We're Nicki and Carlo and we live in Positano, Italy, except we also just bought a house in Tuscany, which we're currently renovating, so we live there too. Join us as we turn this house and olive grove into a dream home and get to grips with living in two different parts of Italy. Our Tuscan home is looking lovely right now. The flowers we've planted are all thriving and becoming established. The house is starting to feel like a home rather than a renovation project. So you'd think we would be keen to stay and enjoy the long, hot Tuscan summer. Lazy days by the pool, afternoon naps inside with the air conditioning on to avoid the worst of the afternoon heat, and after dinner strolls in the local village for gelato. But no, actually that's not what we have planned for this summer. A few years ago, we started a new tradition of escaping the crazy heat and humidity of Italy in summer. You see, about 4 years ago, I realised that I hadn't been back to England in July or August for over 20 years. It was a particularly hot summer that year in Positano, an average of 36 degrees every day since May. I craved fresh air, less humidity, and a break from the crush of tourists around town. So I took 7-month-old Indy and drove through France and Italy and spent August in England. I had such a lovely trip that the next year I convinced Carlo to join me, and we had a wonderful trip there and back, swimming everywhere we could along the way. Last year we stayed in Tuscany all summer. There was so much work to do, but it was hot. We were limited to dog walks before 8 a.m. and attacked by horseflies every time we walked into the countryside. I missed my trip to England. We'd been talking about going again this summer, leaving at the beginning of August, when Dad phoned to tell me about a family event happening in the last week of July. And that settled it. We were going to drive back to England again, just a week or so earlier than we'd thought. It was time to start packing for the trip.
Dai, devo fare almeno una volta, se no come
Sì,
faccio?
no, dove ho pulito, voglio dire, puoi andare, dove non ho pulito non c'è sottile, la sabbia non riesce a trattenerlo.
Vedi? Non vuole andare via. Indy! Indy!
For the dogs to travel to England with us, they need 3 things: a European pet passport, up-to-date rabies vaccinations, and a tapeworm treatment in pill form given at the vets, which has to be taken between 24 and 120 hours of entering Britain. Good girl. You want one too?
Sono più bravi di me per prendere la pillola.
There was a lot to do before we left, but by now we're pretty good at closing up the house and packing what we need. Finish editing and uploading videos so I don't have to worry about it while we travel, cover the pool, check the irrigation system, empty the fridge, etc, etc.
Sì, facciamo il viaggio nel viaggio. Ecco, sono i cani lì.
Right, are you ready? Have you prepared your bag?
No.
Well, come on, it's 10 o'clock. Almost.
What is the problem?
Well, we've got lots of things to do. We've got to get the bags ready.
Okay.
We've got to empty the fridge. We've got to put all the outside cushions away.
Io non sono te, Nicki, non ho bisogno di tanto tempo per fare la borsa. Ok, t-shirt, maglia, calzini, un altro pantalone corto, un'altra maglia e un altro pantalone, dai. Un pantalone lungo penso che basterà. Devo mettere le cose per il bagno, sono giù.
The next morning we were ready to leave. We just had to close up the house, load the car and take out anything for the fridge that might not last. The fruit can come with us, the lemons can be frozen, and that's about it.
Dietro è ancora aperto.
Fate a modo.
Teniamo posto, non mettono posto.
Sì, quando tornate si fa una cena, dai. Mangia qualcosa. Poi se bisogna qualcosa mi chiami.
Sì, grazie Giovanni. Grazie.
Ciao, grazie a voi.
After so many years of having to carry luggage up the steps from our house in Positano, we are luxuriating in the novelty of having the car right outside the door and the possibility of taking anything we want with us. Rather than limiting myself to one pair of shoes and a rucksack, I can fill the car with all the clothes and shoes I might want for the next month. I love it.
Not there. Wrong side. Vinny qua. Come on, down. Here, up. Good girl.
Over the years, we have changed our mindset about the long drive to England. In the beginning, we would attempt to drive it in as short a time as possible, which meant long, tedious hours in the car with quick stops to refuel and boring motorway views. But now, we've realised that the journey in itself can often be the best part of the trip. Rather than thinking about it as a long drive to get to a destination, we have started thinking about all the destinations that we could visit on our way to the final goal. So, nowadays we take our time and choose a different route each time we go. We find new towns to explore, new swimming holes to plunge into, and new scenery to admire. The journey becomes an adventure and something to look forward to, and then to reminisce about.
Qui è pieno di posti belli per mangiare, ma questo mi sembra proprio il posto perfetto.
For lunch we have spaghetti cake, which I made yesterday using what was left in the fridge. Perfect.
Yummy.
And we have apricots, nectarines, got a Twix bar, and some crisps if we want them. We've driven to Donas. Now, if you've been following us for a while, you might recognise this place because we came here 2 years ago when we drove to England in the summer. It's a little town near Ulster, right on the edge of the Alps. So within an hour of driving from here, we're going to be in France already. But before we go to France, we are stopping here because it is the most beautiful place for a swim. Grazie.
Ho salvato 2 centimetri dall'acqua.
E penso che mi hanno salvato questi bimbi.
Time to cross the Alps. Last time we drove over the mountains, which was so beautiful, but this time we're cutting through the Monte Bianco or Mont Blanc tunnel, which is closer to our next destination.
Monte Bianco, sì, segui per Monte Bianco. Quello dovrebbe essere molto bianco. We have arrived for our destination for tonight. We are in
Annecy.
Annecy in France, and we're just walking from our hotel, which is just the other side of this park here, towards the lake, which we haven't seen yet, so I'm quite excited to see it. This is the Imperial Casino, and here's the lakefront.
Annecy has been on my list of places to visit for a few years, but I've been saving it for a summer visit so that we can hopefully have a dip in the lake. This town was wonderful. It exceeded my expectations and I wish I'd booked at least another night here. I wanted to stay longer. The atmosphere along the lakeside the night before was amazing. Live music, groups of people sitting on the grass, just hanging out and enjoying the warm evening. People swimming, cycling, jogging, walking, all with this stunning backdrop. The next morning, we walked along the lakeside and into the old town centre. It was market day. The streets were busy with stalls selling spices, cheeses, olives and more. We browsed a while, exploring the pretty canals and unexpectedly being recognised by a viewer who we stopped to chat with for a moment. It was lovely to meet someone who knew us in a place where we know no one. Strangely, it made me feel more welcome there.
One mix, one dégustation, c'est obligatoire.
So we've had a walk around Annecy, we've had a good walk along the lake, not around the lake, it's far too big to walk around the lake. We had a walk along the lake and we've had a walk into the old town centre and the market. What do we think?
Sento proprio il bisogno di dire questa cosa. Mi piace la Francia, o almeno in tutti i posti dove sono andato in Francia fino ad adesso, mi piacciono tantissimo. Sono bellissimi, soprattutto qui Annecy, con il lago, è una cosa meravigliosa. C'è tanto spazio verde, sono organizzati, i ristoranti sono favolosi, cibo buonissimo. Non lo so che chiedere meglio. Con Indy ha funzionato benissimo, adesso proviamo con Olli.
Yalnız su çok güzel. Su çok güzel, gelsene bana.
Oh, little baby. Ok, tirala fuori, dai, tirala fuori. Non piace. He doesn't like it. Wet teddy bear.
Questo posto è davvero fantastico. Il lago è bello, puoi portarci il cane, nessuno ti dice niente, non c'è un divieto. È bellissimo, veramente mi piace tanto ed è anche tutto molto semplice da fare. Quindi per me la Francia.
If you want to see what we're looking at while we're filming, this is our view.
Ecco chi ci sta filmando. Quest'acqua del lago è sorprendentemente calda ed è veramente piacevole stare dentro. Peccato abbiamo lasciato il costume molto lontano da qua, altrimenti tornerei indietro per andare a prenderlo. Non ci abbiamo pensato, peccato.
Okay, we're doing an experiment. We're just going to walk out because it's so shallow here. You can walk out for quite a while. We're going to see what happens with the dogs, whether they come with us or not. I think Indy's coming. I don't think Holly will come here.
No, Holly non verrà di sicuro.
You see that girl right out there with her dog. She's still only, well, she's thigh deep.
Non vedo più Indy. Basta.
Oh, she's there. And they have abandoned us. Neither of them are coming.
You are good. Come on, Indy. Vieni. Adesso ci siamo buttati in acqua. Siamo più freschi. Siamo bagnati e siamo felici e possiamo continuare il nostro viaggio. Vediamo la vista dalla stanza. Wow, wow, wow. C'è anche la musica. I like it.
We're in bed. Well, I'm in bed, and there's a concert going on outside, and we want to show you the difference between the windows shut and the windows open.
You ready? Incredible. Okay.
That's good soundproofing.
Yeah, the music is so loudly. It's so I can.
Feel the vibrations.
Yeah, I can feel the vibration. It's really strong.
Do you want to take my phone and show them out the window? What a beautiful sunrise. So Indy wakes me up around about 5 in the morning, half 5 in the morning, when we're travelling because she needs to go out for a wee. I'm sure she could wait, but she is bored by that point and just wants to go out. When we're at home, we have a cat flap or a dog flap and she can let herself out into the garden and do what she wants, but when we're stuck in hotel rooms, she can't. Is that true? You just want to go wandering, don't you, at 5 o'clock in the morning? And I'm actually wandering around in my pyjamas, which I make sure are fairly decent to go out in, so I don't have to change. A determined dog. She definitely has somewhere to go and something to do. Now, the reason that I chose this place, here we go, is that it has this enormous park. But we've been saving it to go for a walk later on this morning, so I'm not going to go any further than the gate. I'll let Indy do her thing, and then we're going to go back and wait until Carlo's awake. But it's worth getting up at this time in the morning for that beautiful sunrise. Actually, while there's no one around, let's take you on a little walk around this town. Some beautiful old buildings here. I mean, we've seen these in a lot of French towns, but it's like Howl's Moving Castle, isn't it? Beautiful. Look at that. It was very, very busy here last night. All of the cafes and bars were packed out. There was concerts. All the tables were full. There's that sunrise again. Go down here. There was another couple of beautiful old buildings down here. It's so much easier to do these little tours when there's nobody around. There's a lovely old church here with a very pretty facade, and then next to it there's this beautiful old building here, and there's another one down this little alleyway, and it's all a bit wonky. Oh yes, the church is wonky, we noticed yesterday. Now, if I show you from here, if you look at the side of the church, you can see how bent and wonky it actually is. Right, Miss Indy, have you done everything you need to do? Can we go back to bed? It's 6 o'clock now. I think we can actually stay up. Let's get Daddy up and go for a walk in the park, yeah? Go and hunt for squirrels. That's very pretty. It's a little brocante, it's a little second-hand store. You know where you're going, don't you? No, you don't. It's now 8:10 in the morning. Carlo is awake and we're out for a proper walk. We're in the Grand Jardin, the big park of Chalons en Champagne. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. And we are gonna take a walk here for about an hour and a half, and then we will go back and have breakfast, and then we will leave and drive to Calais, where we can jump on the Eurotunnel train and get over to England, and then within an hour and a half of that we'll be home at Dad's house.
All'inizio, quando Nicki ha scelto questo posto, non capivo il perché, ma adesso che sto camminando in questo bellissimo giardino, mi piace da morire, ed è molto vicino all'albergo, comodo, bello.
I was going to stop in this town 3 years ago when I came by myself with Indy. This was going to be one of our stop-off points for lunch and a walk, but it was pouring with rain and I just ended up driving straight past. So I was always curious to come here and see what it was like, because on the map I could see that there was this huge park and a river. I think, is this a river or is this a lake? I'm not sure.
Sì, ma c'è anche la spiaggia qui,
yeah,
da vedere.
and a makeshift beach as well.
Sì, c'è una grande spiaggia.
Oh, there's a little beach here for the babies. In fact, we did see a sign to the beach, and I know we're like 3 hours from the coast, so I was wondering what the beach was going to be, but that's the babies' beach. This is obviously the adults' beach, and then there's a beach volleyball pitch just over there as well. Brilliant. This little tropical oasis in the middle of a park in the middle of France. How sweet. Gives me an idea what to do with our tree stumps back home from the willow tree.
Fatto la spesa?
Yeah, I've just been shopping. So I've been to the boulangerie, the bakery. I've got some fresh baguettes and a sandwich for later. I went to the supermarket. I've got my favourite chocolate, everyone. This is my favourite chocolate, the praline milk Côte d'Or. So good. I've got another loaf of bread with chocolate chips in it for Carlo.
For me, thank you, amore.
And some lime Perrier water. I think that's it.
Ok.
But it looks like it's going to pour with rain any minute now. There's a thunderstorm on the way. We're going to go have breakfast and then we're heading to England. Here's the dad, by the way.
As the skies grew greyer, we drove the last 3 hours to Calais, where we would board the train to England.
Una volta che facciamo il tunnel, mi impressiona tanto il fatto che siamo seduti nella nostra macchina sopra un treno che va dentro un tubo di cemento, sotto la terra e anche sotto l'acqua, perché passeremo sotto l'acqua.
And every time we do this, somebody always comments, can you see fish out the windows? And the answer is no, because the tunnel goes under the sea, not through the sea, under the sea. So no, we can't see any fish out the windows. Actually, we can still see land outside the window. Let me show you. So we've just left. We will be going into the tunnel in a minute and then it'll just go black basically. We won't be able to see anything at all.
In realtà penso che la persona che ha detto se vedevamo i pesci stava scherzando sicuramente.
I don't know about that. I think a lot of people think that the tunnel actually goes through the sea and there's all fishes and mermaids and jellyfish swimming past outside. I think they've been to Disney World too many times.
Sì, passiamo dentro un tubo, sì, ma è un tubo di cemento, quindi
Yeah.
questo è quello che vediamo lì fuori.
Yeah, just pitch black.
Comunque questa volta siamo stati davvero fortunati perché siamo arrivati, abbiamo fatto i pet control e poi siamo subito passato il border control, il passaporto e siamo praticamente arrivati subito sul treno.
We managed to get on a train an hour earlier than the one that we'd booked, which is really handy.
Sì.
It means we get there an hour beforehand and we can surprise Dad because he thinks we're going to get home about 5:30, but I think at this point we're going to get home about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Should we surprise him?
Sì, siamo stati fortunati perché altre volte abbiamo aspettato qualche ora.
Yeah, I had a big 3-hour delay once when I came by myself with Indy. We got home after midnight. It was really late that time.
Ok, questa volta è andata bene.
And it only takes about 25 minutes, the bit going under the sea. So we're just sitting here like this for 25 minutes. Normally it's the time that you'd sit and have something to eat, something to drink. But we've done that already, so we're just going to relax. We hope you've enjoyed this journey through Europe with us. There'll be another one coming up soon when we return. So let us know what you think and we will see you very soon in the next video.
Yeah. Ciao a tutti!
Bye! Come on.
Ok,
Prova,
provami.
testing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bravo.
Swim.
Aspetta, devi fermare, non va bene.
Guarda che ti sta guardando.
Sembra registrando. Fab. I don't know. Maybe it's just my bum's got bigger overnight.
Perché ci sarà la panina adesso?
Oh yeah.